Actually, let me go over here. I just got up, but an hour ago came in here and do my laundry. Anyway, uh, as soon as I'm done with my laundry, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go live to do raids and stuff. Not a bad little place. Not bad. Here, I'll try to take a look. On my laundry going.
Customer 18.
Our little dryers.
Your shower is ready.
So,
Please proceed to shower 4.
anyway. Yep, we'll be going live here shortly. Probably it's about 20 minutes to do the wash, about 30 minutes to do the dryer. That was a rough night last night. Got done around 6 o'clock in the morning. Got up about, I don't know, about an hour ago, maybe less than that. So we'll be getting that stuff going here shortly. So anybody who's ready, I guess, be ready in about an hour, 1 hour. And since my signal is good enough, if my live stream right here, this is what I'm testing to see if my live stream is good enough right now. If it's not cutting out, if it's not, then we'll try to do it live. So the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Oh, Jesus Christ! But yeah, that's what we got going on. And as for all the stuff that happened last night, dude, it's got to stop. So I'm gonna stop. And DZ question, what you got? Damn. Hold this way. Sorry, I'm tired. But yeah, if you're ready, anybody who's followed me, anybody who's wanting to do the raid, 1 hour, give or take, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, because I gotta go from here, walk out to the semi, boot everything up. So give me about an hour and 10 minutes, give or take, and yeah, we're gonna go live, do the raids, have a good time, just a bunch of guys jaw jacking. Did he ask this question about the DZ yet? Yeah, there it is. Sorry, it didn't pop up. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Is there any way to get an empty DZ? I'm having a hard time for the past 2 weeks. So, if I remember correctly, Calixanus showed how to do that. He showed how to, basically, you would go rogue while you were inside the DZ before the timer went away and everything else, and all that kind of stuff. And the developers saw that you could actually go do that, and there was other people who found another way to do that and get a perfect empty DZ. And the bad part is, no, because the developers saw that, they went and did a patch, and now anything you do, no matter what DZ you're in, you're pretty much going to get stuck in a DZ with players now, no matter what it is. So the days of the empty DZ are completely gone. Completely gone. Now, there have been a few ways. Sorry, I'm so tired. My arms are killing me right now. We were up late last night. And the reason I got done late, if y'all don't know, we had a pump fire. So one of the pumps caught fire. I'm literally out there fanning shit, trying to cover it. We're using, we don't really have fire hoses or anything. We just have fire extinguishers. So everybody's got as many fire extinguishers as we can, trying to pump that shit out. So my arms are tired. So when I go back in the semi, I'm just going to sit back. I'm literally taking this day to relax. But as for the empty DZ and everything else, the developers went out and patched everything. So now there have been a few people who are reporting that they go from a level 40 into a level 30 type DZ. And there's other people who just get, who are in a nice DZ, everything's fine, and then they keep getting disconnected, and then when they get disconnected in the DZ, it forces them into like a lobby where they were having a good time and just having a friendly time with a bunch of people who are nothing but sweats. So it's like something's going wrong. Something's forcing people into some DZs that they don't even want to be in, and they were already in a decent DZ. Nobody logged off, nobody did anything, but something just crashes. So that's what I've heard. I haven't been on in almost a week to actually do anything in the DZ, but from what I'm hearing from other people, that's what's going on. So hopefully in about a week or so, this loads up here in Oklahoma will be done. So in a week's time from now, we're probably going to head back down to Texas, and when we're back down in Texas, it's a little bit more lenient, so I can actually get back in the DZ. So that's what I really want to do. I prefer to stay in the DZ. It's better. I'll be honest. So I don't mind raids. I love raids. I love speed runs. I love missions. I love doing anything I can with buddies, friends, anybody who wants to have a good time in this game. Cool. But at the same time, shooting the same NPCs in the same spot all the time, to me, because you can actually predict where the hell they're coming from, to me is boring. I like something that I cannot predict. I like that mystery. And that's why so many people, and I agree with them all the time, that the DZ is the DZ is the end game. Because if you just sitting here playing just to shoot the same NPC in the same spot because you can predict where the hell he's coming from, then there's nothing else except for just talking to buddies and having camaraderie. In every place you can do that. But to me, the objective is, if I'm just doing that right there, it would get boring. Which is why I don't like doing a whole lot of these raids and missions and everything else. I like being in a DZ because having that unpredictability is more intriguing. If you get what I'm saying. Like, I know I can fight this guy. I kick his ass one or two times. He comes out with a different build, kicks my ass because I wasn't predicting that. And then shortly thereafter, I switch my build. I kick his ass again. He switches his build. He kicks my ass. You know, there's unpredictability. And that's more fun. That's me as a PvP player. And if someone kills me in the DZ, I never take it personally, ever. Why? Because, hey, maybe I messed up. Maybe I miscalculated something. Maybe I wasn't thinking straight. Maybe he did something odd. You know, maybe he pulled out some kind of skill, sticky, something like that. Maybe he had a Cronus. Maybe he had something else. I have no clue, but I don't take it personal. Everybody I kill, though, it's so funny. They always take it personal. You'd be surprised how many times we always hear, man, you're a bot, you're trash, you're this, everything else, and yet you died. Like, bro, just accept the fact that you died and enjoy the game. That's what I'm testing right now. If this live stream looks good and everything else, yeah. God, my fucking arms are tired. I haven't worked out like that in a long time. Jesus Christ. Like, I work out at least early in the morning, and then I go take a shower, but good fucking God, man. I have it was like sitting there doing the old school, just putting your arm out and seeing how long you can hold it, you know, putting the rifle above your head and just seeing how long you can hold it. Like, that was a bitch last night. It was like a 25-pound, you know, fire extinguisher. I'm sitting there just spraying all day long, grabbing like a 40-pound blanket, waving everything. Jesus Christ. But yeah, give me. It says it's got 19 minutes on the washer. I think the dryer takes 46 minutes. So give me an hour, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll go live. So I just want to test this out, see what the internet was like out here. So, matter of fact, I think I might be able to set this down. If I can set this, please stay. Please, for the love of God, stay. There we go. I guess anybody who's ready, if you have any questions or anything, or you just want to talk, I don't care. I've got an energy kind of drink. What sucks is even on my 24-hour break, I can't even have alcohol. Like, all this stuff that's going on, I would love to have a beer. I would, but I can't. Because technically I'm still, per the FMCSA and DOT, I'm technically still underneath power because I got my semi. I'm also on a company's place where I can't actually drink on their property, so fuck. I would love to go just grab a beer. I'm not gonna get Bud Light. No, not that good. Already. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Bro. I don't know. Oh my god. I think it was a dude. Or maybe it was a girl. I don't know. What the fuck was that? It's one of those things you just don't question. What the fuck is going on, bro? Holy shit. It was like a dude with tits, bro. Oh my god. Like, I got a quick glance and I look back again. It had an Adam's apple. It was muscular, built, and everything. And it fucking had tits. And what the fuck? Dude, some weird ass shit sometimes. You see, holy, they do them. Do them. They want to be like that. Don't have your time. I'm still gonna say shit. Fuck. Anyway, per the raids, I have a few people already set up. I'm going to send those guys messages first. They were in the one where I had to cancel. So, again, those guys get priority because they were already in per raid, and that raid kind of got fucked up. So those guys are going to get priority. Excuse me. Once I get those guys in, then if they are online, if they're ready, after that, we'll get anybody else who wants to join. Anybody else, it doesn't matter. Fuck, I'm up for doing shit, a full carry. I don't care. I just want to have a good time, because it's my day off. I just want to, relax. So, anybody who's ready, just again, DPS. If you don't have DPS, go ahead and get it started. Other than that, if you don't have the future healer, I'm pretty sure we can get someone with that going. If you don't have the Hasbro one, I do, so we don't have to worry about that. I'll just run that. Otherwise, just be ready. I'm not picky. All I ask is on your DPS, focus, glass cannon, obliterate. Whatever damage backpack talent you want, bring it, because we want as much DPS as possible. You could even do companion and everybody stay together rather than taking vigilance, taking damage, and losing that vigilance. Fuck, if you want to do the one where it's in cover, where you get the 15%, fuck, I don't care. I just asked those 3 main chess piece talents so we can get that stuff going quick. And 2 main weapons that you can bring is the M1A with Boomerang or Flatline, or the Kingbreaker. Bring those 2, and whatever else you want. You can have another exotic, you can have, but I don't care, Nemesis, Regulus, whatever the hell you want. If you want to try to do the speed run raids, I know some people who might join and help us out. If they do on Iron Horse, I'll let y'all know on Xbox if you're up for speedrunning. Great crew of guys. If you think it's strong with the Glass Vigilance, you should see what it's like with Focus and Vigilance. You get all, I think, if I remember, you can go look at my codex. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but I think it was close to like 600,000 more in damage, or maybe it was 800,000. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but go take a look at that. The difference in the DPS, like, you seriously get a lot. And then if you watch my Focus video that I just put out here recently, you'll see how you can keep that damage going. And again, everybody's like, well, you got to run from here to here, and having to keep aiming will slow it down. Yeah, but if you know how long it takes to stack it up, and you turn that corner and you start stacking before you get to that spot, you'll be maxed out damage. So yeah, because you're going to get so much more damage. Now again, there's other people out here who don't want to waste time. They're literally all about doing the regular shots, hitting those weak spots on, you know, the bosses and stuff like that. By all means, if that's what you're into, by all means, go do that. I'm not trying to show a bunch of brand new beginners all these kinds of things right here. I want them to understand that you can easily do this stuff old school way, just have a good time. No need to speed run. But again, I'm all for speed runs. If you can speed run, you can run something way faster, by all means, go run it way faster. But that takes time. That takes a lot of time, because people have to have exactly the right stuff. They have to know where the stuff's coming from. And it's a lot tougher, a lot. It's like a completely different element at times. Also, another thing, I didn't think about this. Someone asked me about negotiators a long time ago in the raids, and I still, if I remember correctly, this is my take on it, and I think it's still the same. Again, I haven't done a raid in a while, so we'll find out today. If it still holds true, negotiators is decent for like some of those spots where, like, you're going to, like, let's say you go to Buddy and Lucy, right, and you're going through that one spot from the airplanes, and you got to fight all those NPCs, the Chongas and everything else that are coming out. In those specific spots, it's good. Even on the very last boss on Dark Hours, it's not that great, because you're killing like 2 ads that come out very sparsely, so there's no need to hit that target, hit the next target, if you get what I'm saying. So in those spots between there, negotiators is good. On Iron Horse, it's when you're in that one spot where it's that foundry part going up, and you got to go up to the top levels and everything else. Tons of NPCs come out at different spots. It's not like, okay, just 2 come out. It's like a group of 6 or 7 or something like that. So negotiators would work great right there, if you get what I'm saying, because you're trying to spread that damage to multiple enemies. So if you're not spreading to multiple enemies, negotiators is pointless for the raid. It really is. While at the same time you could hit, like on the very last boss, you could probably hit one of those weak spots up there, and then hit another weak spot, and then potentially transfer the damage over. Yeah, Paul, if you're on, definitely, again, probably at 15 minutes, and then 40, 43, 46 minutes here. So again, still close to an hour. But that's my take on negotiators. If you're not spreading to multiple enemies, negotiators has no point. Someone else may see different. They may be like, well, I can continuously get kills, stack up negotiators, get more damage. Okay, I could see that. I could agree with that. But at the end of the day, it's still the main part about negotiators is spreading out the damage to multiple targets. So that's what I see personally. But yeah, when you're in there, definitely the main one we really 42. Oh, that's the first one on Boomer. Yeah. And even then, on that one, some of those rooms you only get like 1 or 2 NPCs that come out. But prior to there, when you're on the air pad, yeah, and that's another thing. Again, you could even do that. You could put extra damage on Booner because you shoot him and then you shoot an NPC, and you shoot another NPC, and so on. Again, you can easily use that in that spot. If you can find a way to use it, by all means use it. I'll never tell you can't use it. I personally I don't see a real good use in it, other than shooting multiple NPCs. But like the airplane pad, great right there because you have tons of them that come out over those tops of spots. Out in that one door on the far left side, they come out of there. So if you can get up in that little tower and you can hit like 1, 2, 3 and shoot the chonga, you can spread the damage to multiple targets. So great. The only thing is, like we do on on the final boss, like on Dark Hours, our healer just takes off the healer hive, and he goes to a jammer pulse, and he's got the chem launchers because everybody's going to be in one spot, and if you're doing speed runs, pretty much it's just shoot, things gone, everything's done. So that's kind of easy to do. But when you're not doing speed runs, everybody's going to be in one spot and shooting up and hitting those targets and then shooting that middle target. So he just needs to have a chem launcher right there for all those guys. So we don't worry about the hive, we just use that. So he switches his hive off to a jammer pulse, so when the drones come out, it's instant taken care of with the drones. Because at 25% damage and everything else he's got over there, it's enough to kill the drones, especially since he's full yellow skill build. So there's no need to switch over to, like someone asked, what about what was that, the hardwire one? You don't need it. You really don't need it. And again, sometimes we'll just keep the healer hive on because you can get a bigger radius, and he'll switch that off to a jammer pulse because he'll have the BTSU gloves on. He can deconstruct the one piece, get the jammer, and keep on going. And then at the same time, because he's got the technician on, he can throw EMP grenades up on top, boom, and done. So now I haven't seen, and I may not know, by the way, they're going to change the tournament. Yeah, I saw that. I went and took a look at some of that. And again, it's kind of ironic because, all right, let me get off the subject of raid and let me get onto that one. So I told everybody about this when it first came out. The determined talent was working exactly as it stated. Whether it was bugged or not, doesn't matter. It was working as it was stated, just like InSync. InSync works just as it stated. You use a skill, you're going to get the damage. Is the shield a skill? Yes, it goes into a skill spot, people. Like, how dumb can you be if you do not realize that the shield is a skill and it goes into a skill slot? If there was a third slot where a shield would go into, it would be different. It would be a different situation. InSync worked because you pop your shield, which is a skill, you used it, you used your weapon, you got InSync. Period. Same with Determined. Same thing. It was working as it stated. As it stated. Then you get a guaranteed headshot. The next piece is going to give you a guaranteed headshot. So the problem was, you'd shoot the body on anything and go straight for the head. So if they had a helmet or anything like that, it would just take the helmet off, and then your next shot you lose all the damage, so you had to shoot the headshot. It worked exactly as stated. Was it overpowered? Oh yeah, definitely. Was the actual talent way too overpowered? Definitely. But Naked worked the exact same, except for the cool part was, and a lot of people didn't realize this because they were complaining about it, Naked could go through a purple, which has armor, and the talent literally states no armor would guarantee all that damage. It's a purple, it's got armor. So it was doing enough damage to go through the purple, give you that, to give you Naked, and then you could shoot a yellow in the foot, shoot a purple in the head, get that kill, shoot a yellow in the foot, shoot a purple in the head or red, shoot a yellow in the foot, and you'd be done. And if you were able to get Naked going enough where you could just shoot the headshot on every single thing, it would go all the way through. Everything. Period. And even prior to the nerf, Determined was still hitting 1 mil less, and I think it was maxed out at 20s. So check this out. If you go look at one of my old videos, Determined was hitting for 26 million before the patch. Do you know how much it's hitting for now? Does anybody know how much it's hitting for now? On that same build. The exact same build. Does anybody know how much it's hitting for? Just take a guess. Anybody. It was hitting for 26 million before the patch. No. Go up. Go past 26 mil. No, go less. You're close, Paul. It's hitting for 29 million. Before the patch, it was hitting for 26 million. Now it's hitting for 29 million. So they literally did this, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't just nerf the talent, they boosted its damage. And if you don't know about this, take a look at this. Naked as well was hitting for 27 million. Guess how much Naked's hitting for now? Again, I gave you a little hint. It's hitting for 1 mil more. So it's hitting for 30 million now. Yeah. So every marksman rifle talent, and I noticed this, and I want to go test this now, and I should have done this ahead of time. I should have done this ahead of time. I should have recorded every single damage talent on those things. But I'm pretty sure every single talent, if those two did that, every sniper rifle talent got a boost in damage up by 3 million. Every single one by 3 million. So the Nemesis beforehand used to hit for, I think it was 54 million. If the Nemesis also went up, then, ladies and gentlemen, there's something hidden in this game. I haven't released this, and I was thinking about doing it when I actually had time off, about talking about this. But since I'm doing it live and someone brought up Determined, why not talk about it? Because there's something up there. There's something up. If everything basically just got a 3 million in damage extra. Okay, think about it. Yeah. And my 2 Hasbergs I have right there are red. So, what the hell? My build has not changed from the nerf and prior. And the damage went up. Someone make that make sense. How do you gain damage? Yeah. Again, Determined was doing as intended. It was hitting for pretty weak, max of 26 million, but at the same time, it's like, wait a minute, now they buffed it to 29. Yeah, there's something up there. forgot to check my pockets. I can hear my key that I've left in my pocket rattling around. Anyway, yeah, so there's something up with sniper rifles. There's something up with that build, or there's something up with everything. Yeah. But from what I understand, determined they're supposed to be getting rid of the part where your next shot would consume it. So they're basically going to go back to what they were doing. It's just they're going to add in the part, like they said before the nerf, to what they actually said they were going to do, and that's as long as you land headshots, you can keep it going. Well, what the fuck was the talent doing beforehand? It guarantees a headshot. So now it's just I hit the headshot, which is going to defeat the actual talent itself. It's going to defeat it. That means they make a talent that doesn't even make sense because you have to land a headshot. And again, I know I'm thinking a little bit too much because again, I could shoot the chest. I could shoot the chest, it's going to give me a headshot. Okay, I get that. I get it. But if I continuously land headshots, I can keep determined going. And then when I don't shoot a headshot, it consumes it. I get that. But the talent literally states, unless they go back and reword the talent exactly, where it says guarantees a headshot. It says guarantees a headshot, and once it uses that, it consumes it. Okay. As long as you continuously land hit. I mean, this talent's going to have like a list. It's going to look like an exotic list. It's like this right now. They're going to have to reword this thing so much. It's going to be like, when they could have just left it as it was. It was working as it said. Yeah. How much more time? 10 minutes. There's no way it's 10 minutes. I've been talking for 10 minutes and it was at 15. What the fuck is it? That is one jinky ass clock. I just want my laundry done so I can go back to the semi and just get in the dark. It's too bright in here.
What do we got?
What's up, boss? Got one right there.
Picked up and beat it.
Yeah. Anyway, give me about an hour, guys. I'll check y'all later.